Hello, hello, hello. Aha. Receiving your content. Your audience will see it in a moment. Get ready. All right, I'm live. Egg salad. Copy URL. Okay, let's go ahead and get this shit going. Yes, never mind streaming some fiction. All right, let's see here. Let's go ahead. That's on Tumblr. Let's put it up on Twitter next. Okie dokie. All right, so I got one person right now. Fabulous. I'm gonna go ahead and wait a little bit before I start to read. But everything's looking pretty good. The stream health is not looking great. So let's fix that. Stream output. Let's see, let's bump that video bitrate up to 900. See how that looks. Let's see, it's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. That's fine. Hey, Vicky! Yay! Vicky, how are you? Okay, so that's one person. Okay, and then let's go ahead and schedule this for about 6:30. All right. Let's see if we can get a couple more people in here before I start to read, but I got hey, what's up? We got Tiny Super Vicky and Jeweled Stone. All right. All right, let's see if we can get a couple more people in here before I start to read. I'm going to be reading this glorious mess right now called King of the Hill Furry Outbreak. It's a fucking train wreck. I love it. Oh my god, you're sunburned. Oh no. Oh, a bunch of my friends are getting sunburned today. Either if they're not getting sunburned, they're stuck on a kayak or something like that. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. St. Patrick's Day. It must be a pretty hot St. Patrick's Day. It's actually not too bad where I am. But yeah, I figured I would stream some bad fan fiction because I don't drink. So if I'm not going to get drunk, I might as well get crunk. Let's see here. Everything is looking good. Everything's looking good. Oh, no, it tipped over? Oh, no. Oh, that sucks. Oh, shit. Yeah, Texas is damn hot. Oh, yeah. I need to visit Texas sometime. I'm probably going to try and do that. I want to try and maybe see if I can do some voiceover over at Funimation, but we'll see. Right now, my priority is kind of here. But we'll see. I might try and visit you if I come down to Texas. There's a con at Texas I want to go to, but I don't want to say what the con is until it's confirmed that I'm going, because I don't want to get people's hopes up that I'm going to this con. But we'll see, because I want to go. It's just a matter of, can I get the money to get going, because I want to go to an out-of-state convention, and this is a con I want to go to. But I don't want to get anyone's hopes up. Yes, a con. Let's see here. All right. Looks like some people, more people might be coming in. Oh, we got one person in right now, so it's just you and me. Oh, that's fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. Yeah, Dark Duelist is here too. Sweet, sweet, sweet. You know, I'm gonna send a message to the person who actually really wanted me to stream some bad fan fiction. See if I can get them in here too. Let's see here. Let's copy this link to the stream. Copy video URL. Who really wanted to see me? Oh, that's right. It was Ridgeway Earl. Then let's see if I can get Consuelo in here, because I know that she wanted to listen to me read some bad stuff while she worked on homework. Okie dokie. Yes, a King of the Hill fanfiction. It's a fucking train wreck. You're gonna love it. Alright. You know what? I might just start. If they're not here by 6:30, I might just go ahead and start. But in the meantime, I know how Vicky's doing. How are you doing, Dark Duelist? I'm gonna stay as much as you can. Oh, drink some water. Absolutely drink some water, please, 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 please. And yeah, if your health comes first, my stream does not come first. My stream is just a stream. I think my audio quality is fine because it's coming through my Focusrite, I believe. Yes, cool. It is. Good. All right, let's see here. 6:23. That's fine. Give it a couple more minutes, and then I'll go ahead and start reading some garbage. Y'all are gonna love this, because this garbage is a fucking trash fire. Hello, Lewis. Is that like Lewis Pepper with Sean Connery's accent? Lewis. Ooh, bad headache. You drink some water too. Yeah, you drink some water, Vicky. You drink some water, Lewis. Hello, Lewis. Are you going to disappear, Lewis? I just want to hear Lewis. I just want to hear Sean Connery just go, "Fuck, it's you I hate the most." And I am your buddy. You're my buddy too. But of course, they will be more in the future. You have a good night. You're welcome, Lewis. It's what I do. All right, we got 4 people in here. I'm fine with that. Let's go ahead and start. All right. I'm going to go ahead and start up 2 separate windows so I have everything nice and orderly. Let's go ahead and yes, let's put the chat over here so I can keep an eye on it. No, stop full screening. All right, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so this is King of the Hill, Furry Outbreak. Here's the description. Joseph seems that mostly transformed into so-called werewolf after his birthday. And the small outbreak of manimals, a.k.a. furries, are turning people in Arlen into them by directed, contacted, and somewhat airborne. And that caused everyone panic very quickly without any logic. 3 to 4 chapters. We'll be working on this in the summer, and chapters 4 to 3 that we'll be working on this summer, and 5/6 chapters will be the ones in this fall. Okay. So what voice do I want to do? Okay. One time at Arlen Fun Center around early 2000s, where Joseph is having an 12-year-old birthday for see those robotic bear pirates and being an kid for one more time. Where some guy who may be one employee of Fun Center asked him to touch robotic bear pirate Captain Ferrick for winning an prize from Touch the Captain. Joseph said sure. Oh gosh. He and an seemingly possibly employee of Fun Center walk to the captain to get the prize. As Joseph touched the fabric, he asked that guy he touch it that he win it. Put the guy ask him to get soft drink for free. Joseph angrily that win something better than free drink. Later, Joseph and everyone else leave that outside Fun Center. His legs is slowly growing fur, and mostly clearly black fur, as his real dad mistake as growing so fast fur. Later at Dale's van, Joseph tell Bobby see him later and handshake with Bobby at the Fun Center. At Gribble House, Joseph's clearly black hairy legs is now smelly from wolves. Joseph really thought he was turning those type of werewolf, and his parent thought mostly same, except his father think he turning into human wolf hybrid, and both the parent that smell is going away soon. Okay. In 2 hours later, the smell is mostly gone for now. Joseph's ears is mostly sharp, the look of wolf-like during taking shower, and his human tailbone is slowly growing out and almost get Joseph in pain. While his parents are starting to going to taking sleep at their bedroom for rest of night, Joseph is quickly stopped taking shower and running into his room as his wolfism, it's in quotes, wolfism, is now quickly taking over as his new wolf-like tail is growing liner by 6 feet wide and slowly stops the pain with his legs, now bended into mere wolf. I'll do the next chapter in ASMR, yes. And now he must keep it an secret, for he is starting sleep at his bed for rest of night. While at Hill's home, Bobby Hill watch TV as his belly is getting bigger for some reason, and start thinking of eating food of everything from meat into vegetables within after they left from Fun Center for Joseph's birthday. And his ears are now mostly bear-like, and calling his dad Hank to mostly explaining his not make sense as much as he touched the bear-like ears, as Hank feel actually bear ears from his own son. Hank is calling 911 to doctors, so tell what was going on, as he attempt to wash his hand from any infection if Bobby is coming with. Hank asks Peggy and his cousin Luann Platter, why does they have to say her name? We know her last name. To get out the building as one police came to calm the whole family down as Booby, parentheses, It actually says Booby, parentheses, Bobby, close parentheses. Oh my God. Hank asked Peggy and his cousin Luann Platter to get out the building as one police came to calm the whole family down as Booby, parentheses, Bobby, parentheses, come out of the house look fatter with some clearly black fur and his ears bare black with panda claws at his feet. The cop unintended shoot Bobby 2 times and take him down for thinking he thief by mistake as Hank and Peggy crying that cop shoot their son dead. Topical. Oh my God. As Dale, Nancy, Bill, and Boomhauer go out to what's going on, and few look Hank and Peggy as dead Bobby on... He stopped capitalizing the proper nouns, by the way. It's like mid-sentence. It's capital Dale, capital Nancy, capital Bill, capital Boomhauer, and then lowercase Hank and Peggy, lowercase Bobby. On ground as cop is going inside the Hill House for more furries inside the house. Oh my God. Bill take Hank up from Bobby's corpse, and Dale was try grab Peggy, but she won't let go. Put that mostly rotting panda smell ruins the movement, and left foot still misses Bobby. Oh, thank you for reading along. As medical and police cops finally come around to the Hills house for any more furries infection, as everyone, and mean everyone, must leave the area from furries infection, Put Joseph is nowhere as his parent find him and now an werewolf furry, and try to attack Put instead run away from cops, as they think we never see him again along with his clothes and some stuffs is almost gone from his room. This is now Furry Outbreak of Texas's begin. And that's the end of chapter 0. Oh my God. Oh God, my head hurts. Okay. All right. God, I'm gonna get some water real quick. BRB. Oh my God, I'm gonna fucking die. Oh, that's right. Hey, I have a drink over here. Oh my God. Oh God. This is gonna be a good fucking day. Yes, there are 7 chapters. If you want to read along, go ahead. Just look up King of the Hill Furry Outbreak. Oh my God. All right. Okay. So that was chapter 1, Pre-Infected Arlen. Okay. All right. I was requested to do this next chapter with ASMR. Okay. Since everyone in Arlen thought Bobby was only infected with furry infection, think that again. As Hank, Peggy, Luann Platter, Min, Con, Bill, and Boomhauer are enforced to leave their homes from furry infection, so they better to live for hotel for next few day until the infection is over. As they start moving into nearest hotel to sleep with, Hank and Peggy is need to carrying some clothes and stuff and need Ladybird to get out the infect area. Everyone is packing and head out to area and finally heading into an hotel. And later, when finally find hotel, Hank is starting getting headaches from driving for no known reason. Peggy is now dreaming of food, mostly at AMTRAX as possibly from dramatic death of her son Paddy. I'm sorry, I just peeked the mic. Okay. Okay. This is King of the Hill Furry Outbreak for those of you just joining us. It says so in the thing. As they finally depacking some stuff with $500 and As an hill couple come to hotel, the hotel employee smell dog and ask Hank there any dog around him or her. Oh my god. God, I'm just going to read the rest of this in just a normal voice because it's taking too long with my asthma voice. Okay.
Hank will ask him back that his dog is outside and just get the card for their hotel room. Hotel employee, just let it slide as the dog smell is gone already. As they walk to their room, as Peggy asks Hank about that smell as the dog smell is getting bigger as they finally made it into their hotel room and Hank is need to take an shower to keep his smell to come down with 4 small shampoos to keep his skin as clear as possible. Oh, this next paragraph is a fucking disaster. Peggy is really hungry of food to keep control that traumatic event to keep out her mind stay sane as she could. She slip out to heading to breakfast area to try get drink of milk. As Peggy Hill trying to get milk, she looked down at reflection window. She saw herself as Hog and run as, oh God, as she could into women bathroom and try think that was delusion of her guilt, except Hog is real and her left leg is bend of Hog's as she runs into the hotel room as she could. She tried to get into the hotel room. She slipped closer to her hotel room. Hank grabbed her hand, put it feel very dog-like as she horror that her husband is look like Ladybird with glass. Oh my God. I'm assuming that means that Hank looks like Ladybird but with glasses, I'm gonna guess. Hank tell her get the room quick as he think we would never touch Bobby before the medic people came. Hank is even never try why they test to be infected with furry infection. So as Hank closed the door and crying for 2 hours of transformation is completed, they watched TV with prayer to Jesus to cure him and his wife, capital H for some reason. Oh God, I can't imagine being drunk and reading this or being high and reading this. I don't want to imagine it because it's a nightmare enough sober. Oh my God. While at an capital other hotel outside at Arlen, which are Dale, Nancy, and Bill, who are worried that Hank and Peggy are capital okay. Dale did call Hank that he really capital okay. He didn't answer back begin with. Bill as better to get fast food place for rest of time. As Bill was going to get food for himself, he looked Dale's face and look fox-like, and Nancy tell Bill to make furry joke right, capital right now, except as Nancy start look at Dale's face, Bill is acutally right that Dale is turning into an capital fox furry. Dale hate that turning into fox as he cursing why furries always chose fox as one of weird and sexy ones of all furries. Oh my God. When Bill saw Dale turning, he just run away from infected Gribbles and hotel which could be infected later. Bill is already heading outside to his car and left into nearest fast food to be safe from infected. I swear to God, if there's any actual dialogue in this, I am going to read it in character, but so far there's been no dialogue. It's just run-on sentences with commas. It's it. It's just, oh my God. And I don't know how long you guys want me to read this for. I can just read the whole fucking thing. Oh God, where did I leave off? as few people as well leave the hotel, which at least 4 or 8 more are slowly infected, parentheses, due of Dale and Nancy, which they are almost furry, as 6 are enforced to stay the hotel by hotel staff until police and medics stop infecting for now. Bill remind himself is better pretend that never went that hotel with Dale and Nancy and started to go to McDonald for a short time and find an other hotel outside of Arlen. Hey, it's the proper use of Anne. They have never used that before in this entire fan fiction. Oh my God, Matt, was my neck. It felt really good. Oh God, where did I go? Where did I leave it? Back the hotel. Back the hotel, as several infected people are better to be shot in head from any infected people further. Dale body is now growing orange blackish fur around his body, and Nancy is developed an dog face. Oh God. And sometimes she attempts to bark at infected people for hope. As people tells her to shut up. Oh, you might want to keep that grammar comment back because they just did that. As people TELL' her to shut up. Dale may sound like stereotypical dog furry. Use it for distracted the uninfected humans. Later at McDonald's. Oh, hey, he called it McDonald's this time. Bill is finishing eating his food with Pepsi and watching the TV that capital Furry's lowercase infection is now 12 people, so beware. It's 12 people. That's not I don't know if I'd call that an infection. It's not an outbreak yet, I'd say. It's just a contained case. So beware of any signs of growing furs, animal instincts, horns of bovine-like animals, and some more signs from TV. As Bill start to throw the food into garbage, Bill got his left leg bend as he finished food drop on floor. Few people and 2 McDonald's employees try get him up as wall. Okay, I gotta read that sentence from the beginning so you get the full effect of it. Few people and 2 McDonald's employee try get him up as Wallace smell appear. Not walrus, Wallace smell appear, and everyone think he stinks bad as his upper 2 buck teeth is getting big slowly, and he just run with mostly full Pepsi drink with him. No, I'm not okay, Lewish. Oh. And as he leaves the McDonald's before people are looking Bill at his car, Bill successfully left Arlen from lot people who may started being infected. I'm not gonna make it. As Arlen Channel 9 finally started that furry infection is here in this county from News Guy. And the News Guy need the people with got physical appearance change must be quarantined while non-infected people must be leaved the town, mostly from the furries. Few radio shows also started talking about the furry infection at Arlen and tell other Texan counties must be blocked the whole area from furries. Bill was one of 26 people are quickly leaved the county before outbreaks started within a day. I'm sorry. He doesn't use A by itself this entire fucking thing. Oh my God. This is still the same chapter, by the way. Somewhere 4 to 5 hours later, Boomhauer and Supanusum Foam family are successfully finds and 4.5-star hotel to paid the rooms in northwestern Dallas area from miles away from Arlen. Khan asks Boomhauer about his friends are made out alive and get hopefully not infected, and this is from Khan. For feeling he miss Hank, Dale, and Bill for bullying with because they are rednecks. Boomhauer tried calling Hank with no responded. And he try on Bill 7 minutes later with no responded. And last try call Nancy with her phone at hotel room's phone. They don't even respond as well. Boomhauer just better hang up the phone give up calling his friends since he think they are taking nap or get fast food. As Min just turned on the TV for the capital Furry lowercase outbreak is starting quick, the news anchor just tell people of Arlen must leave town for all cost and repeated for 3 times. Boomhauer and Supanusen phone family are already left town 2 hours ago, so they aren't need due. So the furry infection now infected Hank, Peggy, Bill, Nancy, and Dale, with 21 people in town, with Bill left town to get nearest clinic for really have furry infection after he left McDonald's. End chapter 2. Would you like me to read the rest of it? Because there's still more. There's still more. Welcome to the party, Miss Locke. We just finished 2 chapters of this. If you want, you can go back and listen to the rest of it. This is just a goddamn nightmare. Oh my god, it's a fucking fever dream this fucking shit is. My god. Oh my god. Yes. We're 2 chapters in and there's no mention of dick. Yes, keep reading. Oh my good lord. Okay. Let's see if we can get some mention of dick. I will be everyone's hero. I am the hero. I would make a joke because of the fact that this guy doesn't use an. He doesn't use a. He uses an for everything, even where it doesn't make sense. I would say an hero, but that means something completely different if you've been on the internet for more than, 5 years. You think you're having a fever dream? Oh my god. You should probably be not laughing too hard if your fever is 102. All right, come on, load next page, please. I want to get deeper into this shithole. All right. Oh god. Okay. I need a drink. Don't worry, it's just iced tea and lemonade. I made a pink lemonade Arnold Palmer. All right, why ain't you loading, my dude? Load your ass.
You better load or I'm gonna kick your anus. Yes, the entire fucking planet.
All right. I'm going to close out of it. I'm going to go ahead and open a new tab. And let's move that tab over here and see if I can maybe attempt to get the page back. King of the Hill. All right, cool. It's right there. Let's see if I can get to chapter 3. There we go. Infected County. All right, here we are. All right, let's see how long this chapter is. Not as long as the last one, I think.
Let's see, what voice am I going to read this one in?
Oh, I'll do Marvin the Martian. Day 3 of outbreak that 27 people are infected, turning into furries, and Texas governor must issue the medical state of emergency within the state of Texas, with airports, some ports, state border to other American states, and Mexican borders are now officially closed until the outbreak is over, as governor will issued.
I cannot do that voice. That hurts my throat too much.
It doesn't really hurt my throat. It hurts right in here. It's stressful.
Hours later.
As this started, issued in 5 hours later by Texan governor, attempted to stop furries spreading even further, and is very slowly that capital anarchy and capital chaos within Texas are coming soon in between 1 or 2 years, as CDC and some few Texans media claims, and eventually international media later. While at hotel where Boomhauer and Supernucifoam family were at, as Con's Supernuciphone just starting making coffee and watch TV for few hours as well, as Con turns on TV. TV is static in few channel, accepted Capital News channel, for now, as Capital Now said that furries are slowly infected by from 28 to 46 more infected by 6 hours, and Bill is on TV to attack the news anchor by say hi to TV, and the news team run away from him and get in the van and leave the area. Con and Min try to wake up Connie and Boomhauer to get out of Texas before the state closed the state's borders, airports, and seaports as they could, and they will try to get in a helicopter into maybe Florida or South Dakota. I'm assuming that maybe Florida is a new state because maybe is capitalized. So there's Florida and maybe Florida. Is that like North Dakota and South Dakota? I'm not entirely sure. To be safe, as Boomhauer said, he started waking up. The Supernuciphone family is better to get Boomhauer cars, to get helicopters so they will get out of Texas. Boomhauer is better to help Con, Min, and Connie to better place from furries and poor Texans that let their state into anarchy. Oh my god. Run-on sentences. Nothing but run-on fucking sentences. Oh dear. When the Boomhauer start turning on his car, he's the Boomhauer now. It's my dang old paddle, man. Few persons are looking at Boomhauer and Connie. Min and Con started fire on them with pistols and cause Boomhauer to put on gas into nearest Texan Ranger station that may contain few helicopter for lawful reasons. Capital lawful reasons. As few hours passed, Boomhauer and Con were stealing some gas, ammo, and snacks for 2 hours until they made it into Texan Ranger station. When they finally found a nearest Texas Ranger station where only one left in stock, as a Texan Ranger is in duty for survivors needed to be sent to Oklahoma Ranger Station or Oklahoman military base for Texan survivors from Furry Outbreak. As unarmed Texan Ranger just give the helicopter keys to Ranger Boomhauer for keep in perfect condition and be safe, as few different people try getting in the helicopter, forgetting that helicopter, or just get supplies, as they really just want food, they really want just get food and some shotguns from Capital Armor Room, as Boomhauer needed a shotgun for himself, Con, and Min. Well, protection, of course. Oh, God. The unnamed Texan Ranger just give the key for armor room before they leave, as Boomhauer get the 3 shotgun for some shotgun ammo to Con and Min, and Boomhauer just gives the key for armor room back to This whole time I was thinking it was unarmed. It is the unnamed Texan Ranger. I've been reading that wrong this whole time. They just call this guy unnamed Texan Ranger. And Boomhauer just gives the key for armor room back to unnamed Ranger as they walk into the helicopter, as the few people are getting out their cars, as the Con
try to point his shotgun on people. They've started calling people like the something. Oh. Hey, what's up, Saf? You caught me at a good time. Oh my god. He starts calling him the Con. To point his shotgun and people and to stay down. As he quickly runs into helicopter, Boomhauer, Connie, and Min are getting on helicopter to Oklahoma. Boomhauer has started the helicopter on, and the flapper is now flapping to lift off from helicopter pad. As Con Lucky grab Min's hand on the helicopter is now lifted to the sky from helicopter, with Min and Connie happy that their husband/dad is alive and not left behind. The helicopter lift from pad and started flying to Oklahoma, and several people in Arlen and most North Texas beginning nearly falling apart, with 63 people now turned furries. I'm starting to sound like Markiplier. Peggy and Hank finally getting out hotel room where they are still on two legs, just go stand, and they walk around hotel is deserted until Hank pay the hotel rent table, which is obvious. No one there to begin with, as now several people are now furries. Are they better formed a nation of furries? Infected more since Texas is nearly in anarchy and chaos due to their diseases destroying Texas. A nation of furries actually sounds pretty okay. Furries are pretty nice people. I'm kind of one myself. I don't really care. Bill returned to his car, where he may find Peggy and Hank if they are okay. When he found that he was stalked, that both they are... Oh, it's supposed to be shocked. It says stalked. When he find out he was stalked, that they are both now furries, as Bill laughs at the two. Hank tell him to shut up and take that one too. A few other furries are announced started to make a nation from the humans that for years make mockery of their appearance, as one furry is now working their nation flag. Well, that Dale found Bill, Hank, and Peggy unarmed, and he explained that he now obviously fucks, and he attacked few people and turning him into furries within hours. Hank has now noticed the Boomhauer may be still not infected from a disease, as few or several people saw a helicopter left the county hours ago, and some seen that Boomhauer and some seen that look like Boomhauer take Sufanu family with him. Hank, Peggy, Dale, and Bill are sad that his Boomhauer and Con are still not infected from the furry disease. As North Texas is now nearly quickly in anarchy and chaos again, as few victims of disease. It's like anarchy and chaos are a title in this. It's like capital A anarchy, capital C chaos. It's a title. They are in anarchy and chaos. Anarchy and chaos is officially a place in this fanfiction. As few victims of disease are better to start the new nation that humans must infect with furry disease to create a new species to replace humans for next 100 years, and leaving humanity into endangered species for centuries come and new begin of post-human species. End of chapter 3. How many more chapters are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. How long is this chapter? These chapters are not long. By any stretch of the word, these chapters are maybe 2 pages most, I would say. If I was to put them into a Word document, they'd probably be maybe like a page and a line. Oh my god. Okay. If you enjoy my torture, my coffee is in the description. Okay. Okay, heck. Okay, hopefully the video's fixed for now. Okay, what you missed? You missed the end of probably the best chapter yet. That's what you missed. If you want, I'm gonna keep this video up so you can go back and watch it if you want. I need another fucking drink. I'm gonna take water this time. Ooh, that water is room temperature. Ew. I won't be doing that again. Watch me do it again in 5 minutes. Ugh. Actually, my punishment for laughing, I just take a sip of room temperature water. I'm not doing that. What voice am I reading this in now? All right, I'll do it as yeah. There we go. As the north part of Texas is nearly destroyed from capital anarchy and capital chaos, Ireland is now contained only a few furries, as other non-infected humans majority abandoned the place 3 days ago. But regardless, to prevent the disease from any further, put few of infected is now plans to make a new nation of attempted to spread the furry disease in somewhat between 50 to 100 years. Day 4. This is day 4? It feels like it's been going on for fucking centuries. You're gonna break so I don't wheeze myself. Okay, yeah, you take a break, my dude. Day 4 of outbreak is now 125 infected. Almost Texas is now severe in anarchy and chaos. I'm just gonna create a new city called Anarchy and fucking Chaos. As few city hall are burning to the ground, few remaining police are better to quit as SWAT forces are now replaced, and outside of Texas as America economy is now very mildly slowly falling apart, as current Minister of Economy is now... Minister of Economy? Is that a thing? Is now ran out of oil at land. The Boomhauer is officially going to be the saint of my channel from now on. You can now praise the boom fucking hour. Praise the Lord. All right. I should just do this as the black preacher voice from the preacher bot voice from Futurama. I should do that. I'm not going to though. The Boomhauer is now at the nearest helicopter pad as Oklahoman town, as few Texans survivors are there now as well, of course. He landed down with Super Newsome Foam family as was fast as sleep or nap for helicopter ride until they landed. I was going to try and do this as Bulldog, but this is not my fucking Bulldog voice. I think the Bulldog voice is a little bit more in here. Yeah, that's where it is. I'll just do that. Boomhauer now asks the Super Newsome Foam family to wake up as Boomhauer tried to shake Con. Con nearly wakes up as Boomhauer tell him he landed. Con wakes Min and Connie to wake up. Okay. This chapter's fucking short. I'm already seeing the bottom of it. What the fuck? The Super Newsome Foam family is getting out of helicopter as Boomhauer is going back to Ireland if his friends are there non-infected and alive. Con is better to see Boomhauer going back into that place as Anarchy in Texas. Oh, it's now one place. It's just Anarchy. Oh, okay. I guess Anarchy is a separate place from Chaos now. And Texas is now almost destroying the state with disease and now is infected 136 people anyway. Boomhauer needs the other shotguns, as one has been fired one time. Wait, he needs a whole nother shotgun? He doesn't just need ammo, he's in a whole nother shotgun because it's been fired once? Oh, right, where's that voice? There it is. Can't also forget that he need a few more shotgun shells to defend himself to kill few furries. Now, Con now said, it's your... I don't remember what Con sounds like, and I'm not going to try and do it because I think he had a... Oh, God, I think he had a Laotian accent, and I can't do the Laotian accent without, like, it coming out really offensive, so I'm just going to say it like this. It's your own funeral. The next few days or something like that. What?
Thank you for the $15, Hannah Lewis. In the next few days or something like that, some couple laters that mostly north of Texas is now a state of anarchy, with 146 to 154 people are now infected, as Arlen is now proclaimed capital of furry nation of Texas and Oklahoma, as 2 people are having early signs of infection. Boomhauer is almost close into Arlen, as it did got some radio transmission from National Guard to return to Oklahoma or be shoot. Boomhauer a couple times that he last remaining Texan Ranger. And Boomhauer is a Texan Ranger now? And he need his friends are trapped there. National Guard take him row some 4 days to get his friends alive and not infected. Boomhauer agree, and he now mostly close to Arlen, and it due to lot of radio talking. As Ward Rackley, what is that? Is that a character from King of the Hill? I think it's maybe. As Ward Rackley now and goat furry. I don't see a lot of goat furries. I see a lot of like cow furries. I've even seen some sheep furries. I've never seen a goat furry. Unless you count Asgore or Toriel. Okay, yeah, I guess there are goat furries. Never mind. Now, goat furry as nation's military general demand to shoot down that helicopter for any loot. Hank asked to hold down the RPG for some reason that his friend is if made without being infected from being furry. This is getting some serious shit. One of them spotted Boomhauer helicopter and aimed at it, shot on target, and caused the helicopter to going down with Boomhauer finding parachute to jump out. As he did, out as the cat-like soldier is getting another missile, but Ward telling him to drop it, as he commands to get him by foot, after Boomhauer safely landed into woodland with shotgun in his arms walking back to Arlen. As both Hank, Bill, and Peggy's returning back into their homes, their brains are mildly decaying into violence outside their homes, which is it's wrecked by both bombings and robbed by non-infected raiders? What? Okay. Okay, so I guess the plants have aligned tonight, and through the power of band fanfiction, I just drew the best hand I've ever drawn before. Oh, okay. Drew best hand for what? Best fanfiction hand or best what hand? May they blessed thee upon their travels. Thank you, Furry Hank. And AMTRAX is suffering. I'm Austin. Breathe. I'm breathing. It's cool. I'm good. Oh my God. All right. Whew. 3 more chapters to go. This has only been going on for an hour. Jesus. This chapter is 1 sentence long. This chapter is 1 sentence long. This chapter is 1 sentence long. Oh, you drew. I thought you were talking about playing cards. You drew an actual hand. Okay. Wow. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm okay. Boomhauer walk into downtown of Arlen for finding his friends if they aren't infected. End of chapter. Is that serious? That's seriously it. I'm gonna cry. Oh my God. 2 more chapters to go.
into now destroyed and anarchic Ireland, with some remaining human are now slowly infected with the virus and turning into them. He started to realize he needs to wear hazardous suit to protect his skin from infection if he needs to find his friends. End of chapter. As for Orleans County, Heimlich is now infected with other surrounded cities, is now spotted in other few to several citizens. Texas governor has announced to resigning as others in government has done same. This means Texas is de facto fallen into the infection. End of fan fiction. Took us an hour, but we did it. That's it. That's the whole fucking thing. That's the last 3 chapters. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, it hurts. It hurts so much. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, so this is actually, oh my god. This is actually not the hardest I've laughed in the last couple of weeks. The hardest I laughed, I was at a bachelor party for my friends Matt and Elena. They got married, well, obviously, but they're at a bachelor party, and we went to Disneyland. And we were waiting for a table at Tortilla Joe's. I'm gonna take off my headphones for this one. Oh my god, we were waiting for a table at Tortilla Joe's, and my friend Jared says, "Oh man, I got a fart," and he just goes like he just kind of like just does this. He leans forward and just goes. And the fart itself wasn't funny, but what's funny was the fact that it echoed for like 5 seconds, and my friend Mark just like it was like somebody fucking stabbed Mark in the side. He just went, "Oh fuck!" He just like slid, like he immediately shot from like sitting right next to Jared to like he slid all the way to the other side of the bench, just like, "Oh fuck! What the hell?" And that made me laugh so hard that I got a cramp. That's, oh my god, I have a fucking sweat stain. That's gross. I'm so sorry. I got a cramp that started right in my stomach, like right like behind my navel, and then spread to my fucking my fucking my love handles, I guess. And then finally to my back. I had a cramp that was like all the way around my midsection, and it hurt so fucking much. And I thought I was going to fucking die. I've had some pretty painful laughs before. I played tuba and marching band. Anytime that you laugh while playing tuba and marching band, you get a fat cramp like right in your stomach. This was worse than any other laugh that I've ever had, because it hurt. It hurt. I had a cramp for like 10 minutes. The cramp didn't leave until I actually like stood up and we went to they finally seated us. I was laughing for 10 minutes and it hurt for 10 minutes. Oh my fucking god, I've never had a laugh that great and also terrible. This comes close. This comes really fucking close. Oh my good fucking god. Okay. I'm gonna take a break for a couple seconds. I'm gonna turn on that fan over there, and I'm gonna get some water. So, if you want, go ahead. Suggest another fan fiction in the doobly-doo, the chat over there. I guess it's gonna be over here or whatever. Go ahead. Suggest the next fiction in the chat.
And I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get some water because it's fucking hot in here. And I'm laughing so hard and I'm sweating. And I'm dying. You guys. This is some real shit. This is some true fucking shit. Holy cow. Wow. Woo. I'm going to probably go into the next room and change my shirt too. Just because I have a really gross fucking sweat stain from where I was laughing so hard. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm back. Holy fucking shit. Oh my god. Sweet freaking Jesus. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, so the distant laughter that you just heard, that was me putting my shirt on backwards. I immediately was like, man, this polo shirt feels fucking weird. Did I like put it on with the buttons still down? But no, I put it on backwards. That was what that was. I'm still in fucking super humor mode. The first thing, come read some more. My fucking god. Yeah, it is really nice out. The weather is really nice. Holy Jesus. All right. I'm going to go ahead and mixer. Let's go ahead and let's put It's not good in old Nevada. Well, I imagine it's not good in old Nevada because Nevada is probably really hot, but it's dark outside, so it's going to be getting cold here pretty soon, hopefully, if it's not already. You know what? Somebody on Tumblr wanted me to read My Immortal. I'm pretty sure I've already read My Immortal. Oh, it's a blizzard in Nevada. Oh! Well then. That's not what I thought it was going to be. Yeah, Ridgeway Earl on Tumblr. Wait, was it Ridgeway Earl? I believe it was Ridgeway Earl who wanted me to read My Immortal. I might record it in this stream. We will see. What do you guys think? Do you guys want me to read My Immortal next? Because I know that I had one person who wanted me to read it. But we'll see. Yeah, Ridgeway Earl says, I will pay you money if you did My Immortal. It's a Harry Potter fanfiction. Just look it up. You'll find it. I'm being dead serious. I will give you money if you voiced over any chapter of your choosing. Either that or any chapter from Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles. You know, That second one is sounding pretty fucking tempting. See, I don't know enough about Phineas and Ferb for it to be funny to me, probably. I mean, unless it's a fucking train wreck like the Furry Outbreak was.
Oh, sweet Jesus, that was a fucking train wreck.
Oh my god, I might go for another hour. We'll see. Whew. All right, let's read a chapter from from Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles. Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles. Phineas dies in the second chapter. Holy shit. I wrote a Sonic the Hedgehog fan comic in which I killed off Knuckles and Rouge at one point. So that was something I did in junior high. I also got beat up a lot in junior high, so you could probably see where my head was back then. I got beat up a fucking shit ton in junior high. Well, I didn't get beat up really. I got picked on. I got beat up one time. I got pantsed a lot. Somebody kicked one of those dodgeballs, the ones that go boom, and like kicked me in the dick with one of those. That was pretty fucking bad. All right. All right, let's see here. I will read this one in the voice of the narrator from Spiders and Snakes, Dear Reader. Which, if you've never read that, or if you've never, I guess, watched that, you should watch it. It's really good. It's mag-fucking-nificent. Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles by Proud Housewife. A Harry Potter fanfiction. Oh no, it didn't suck. It was fucking hysterical. Junior high was bad, but yeah, no, it had some pretty fucking funny shit. Do you want your little ones to read books? And they want to read Harry Potter books. But do you not want them to turn into witches? Well, this is the story for you. This story has all the adventure of JKR's books, but will not lead your children astray. For concerned mommies everywhere, blessings, Grace Ann. Author's note.
Hello, friends. My name is Grace Ann. I'm new to this whole fan fiction thing, but recently I've encountered a problem that I believe this is the solution to. My little ones have been asking to read the Harry Potter books, and of course I'm happy for them to be reading, but I don't want them to be turning into witches. So I thought, why not make some slight changes so these books are family friendly? Then I thought, why not share this with all the other mommies who are facing the same problem? So, ta-da! Here it is! I'm so excited to share this with all of you. So without further ado...
Oh my god. Alright. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Harry Potter who lived under the stairs in a house on Privet Drive with his aunt and uncle. He was a good, obedient boy who did all his chores, but he felt there was something missing in his life. Is it God? I bet it's going to be God. Something big and special. It was a penis. but he couldn't quite name it. It's called a penis. He stayed up every night and wished for this special something. Then one day, there was a knock at his door, and everything changed. It was Jesus. I know it. It's going to be Jesus. Answer the door, Harry, his Aunt Petunia, a career woman, barked from her armchair where she sat with her feet up. I like that she's a career woman. She's take charge. She had short, curly blonde hair and never wore any makeup. Uncle Vernon, Uncle Starchy Bunker, Uncle Beef-a-Weefs, Uncle Hoagie Butter.
nodded sheepishly from the kitchen and put out a tray of moist, chocolatey brownies in the oven. Oh my god. This is on fanfiction.net, by the way, if you want to watch it. Oh boy. Shouldn't you be doing that? Harry thought, but he was a very obedient young boy, so he answered the door right away. He turned the brass metal doorknob and pulled the heavy wooden door. On the porch was standing a huge, muscular man with a big, manly beard, and he was dressed in a plaid red shirt, blue jeans, and sturdy leather boots. It was the fucking brawny fucking toilet paper guy, is what it sounds like it is. His chest was covered in a thick, unruly carpet of coarse brown hair. He wore a necklace that looked to Harry like a lowercase t. It's a cross. Just looking at Harry feel happy, peaceful somehow, but he couldn't say why. Good morning, kiddo, the man greeted amiably, and smiled at Harry. He had a peaceful, friendly sort of face you knew you could trust. My name's Hagrid. Could I speak to your mommy and daddy? I don't have a mommy or daddy, replied Harry sadly, and he looked at his raggedy clothes, old shoes that were blue. Perhaps that was why he felt so lonely, he thought, not for the first time, because his shoes were blue. Oh, maybe that was what he was missing, a mommy and daddy. But no, that was not quite right. It's the Tumblr logo on a necklace. Have some toilet paper, Harry. That fucking chat is fucking great. Holy shit. But no, that was not quite right. I am so sorry to hear that, Hagrid uttered empathetically. You can speak with my auntie and uncle, Harry retorted politely, and blinked his huge, blue, childlike eyes. What do you want? Aunt Petunia peered out the door with her narrow, suspicious eyes, and she was wearing a baggy, unflattering pantsuit. Hello, neighbor, I was wondering if you have been saved, Hagrid exclaimed brightly, and tipped his wide-brimmed straw cowboy hat. I hate to break it to you, that's not what Hagrid looks like, but thank you very much for your fetish. Aunt Petunia laughed a gravelly laugh and leaned forward on her sturdy, practical boots. Saved? Don't tell me you're one of those Christians. Harry didn't know what the word meant, but Hagrid's smile was the most peaceful he'd ever seen. It made Harry feel warm and happy inside, just seeing the glowing, radiant grin on this kind, friendly stranger's face. He wondered why Aunt Petunia and Uncle Vernon did not smile like that. Yes, I am, Hagrid replied kindly. Are you? Aunt Petunia laughed again and stuck her pointy, sharp nose in the air. We're too smart for that. Haven't you read Dawkins? God is dead. Dawkins proved that. Would you like us to educate you on the Dawkins? On the Dawkins. This is the greatest thing I've ever read. Holy fucking shit. What is a Christian? Harry queried innocently and scuffed his shoe on the shaggy yellow carpet, which has not been vacuumed in quite some time. Christians are people who want to be good, Hagrid explained wisely, and crouched down so he was on eye level with Harry. No, Christians are people who believe in God. They can be good or bad. I've seen many good Christians. I've seen a lot of bad ones too. But Christians are not people who want to be good. They're people who believe in God. That's literal. Definitely, they believe in the Christian God and they believe in Jesus. That's literally the fucking definition of Christianity. Jesus. Exactly, Jesus. We want to go to heaven after we die. Sorry for hitting you, microphone. I will not do it again. Do you know what heaven is, Harry? I should probably be reading that with... Do you know what heaven is, Harry? We want to go to heaven after we die. I'm just going to do the rest of this, like, doing the actual voices, too. Harry shook his head, and his big eyes were wide and curious and totally anime-like. Heaven is a beautiful place where we can be with God. Excuse me. That was a burp. Aunt Petunia smacked her hands over Harry's young ears, and her voice was a sickly sweet when she said, "Thank you very much for your concern, sir, but he does not need your religion. He has science and socialism and birthdays. Haven't you ever heard of evolution? I have a very good textbook on evolution that I could give you on it if you would like to learn things." Hagrid laughed wisely. "Evolution is a fairy tale. You don't really believe that, do you?" "Yes, I do," but Aunt Petunia screeched. "Well then, prove it." Aunt Petunia could only stare at him, and her big mouth hung open dumbly. Here she thought she was so educated, and always demanded that Christians proved what they believe in. But she couldn't even prove her own religion, which was then that Harry knew who the smart one here was. "Tell me how to get to this heaven place," Harry cried wistfully, clasping his hands together. Sometimes the wisdom of little ones is really amazing. We think we grown-ups know it all, but then God speaks through the mouths of little ones and shows us how we are all mortals struggling along the path of life. Humility. All you have to do is be saved. Do you want to be saved, Harry? "Yes, I do," Harry squealed, jumping up and down. Then pray the sinner's prayer." Aunt Petunia tried to stop him, but she was powerless against Harry's pure, innocent, holy energy. Soon Harry had said the prayer. Hagrid beamed happily. He shot a whole fucking laser out of his teeth, and it shot through the building and streaked off into the skyline, piercing through a skyscraper and hitting Goku square in the chin and knocking him all the way to the sun where he burned, which is exactly how Superman beat Goku, I believe, in the second death battle with Goku. "You're a Christian now, Harry," Hagrid cried proudly. Harry smiled, but then interrogated. "But how do I be a Christian? I don't know how." Hagrid grinned widely. "There's only one place to learn that. Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles." Author's note. So, what do you... Author's note. So, what do you think? I may not be a professional writer, but I think I'm being given the talent to pull this off in service of a greater mission. Blessings, Grace Ann. What a fucking mess. Oh, sweet fucking Christ. Oh, my Lord. Yes, I said screw. Oh. You're a wizard, Harry Coon. Oh my god. All right, I gotta look through these fucking comments. All right, what side is this on? You know it's gonna be moist. Have some toilet paper, Harry. Tumblr. It's the Tumblr logo on his necklace. Harry Potter in the Tumblr blog. Harry Potter and the portrait of what looked like a large pile of ash. That's a good one. Oh, Harry Potter and the Dumbledore witness. Our dirty Christians sending their brawny brand toilet paper man. Oh my god. You know what? I enjoyed that so much. I'm actually going to read the second chapter without polling the chat for that one. But first I need to check my phone real quick. All right.
Let's see here. Yep, I just read an entire chapter of Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles. I did. I sure as fuck did. I'm going to read another one, too.
I knew it. You, Lewis, you. It was you the whole time. I fucking knew it was you. You are the one who suggested it. You're the true form of, Ridgeway Earl. I knew it. I knew it the whole time, I swear.
Oh, Twitter, that's exactly what I see. 3 bodies recovered in Florida something. I don't want to see what it was.
Oh boy. Oh, they're very angry indeed.
How do I feel about... I just earned $30. Yay! Thank you for the $30. Oh. I knew it was you. I do it. I'm just thinking to myself, like, I bet Lewis is Ridgeway Earl. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it. All right. All right. This might be the last chapter of this that I read, but we'll see. Author's note. Hello, friends. I have been getting so many lovely, thankful messages from mommies everywhere, and I just want to say thank you all for your encouragement. However, I have also been getting several messages saying that my story is bad because Harry Potter is not just about witches. It's also about friendship and kindness and bravery. Friends, this is exactly what I have been saying. Harry Potter has many good things about it, but it still has witchcraft, so my children cannot read it. But that is why I'm writing this, so they can have all the adventure and good morals of the Harry Potter books without all that bad stuff that is bogging it down. I mean, Matthew 3:12, am I right? The fuck is Matthew 3:12? Googling it. Whose fan is in his hand, and will he thoroughly purge his floor and gather his wheat into the garner, but he will burn up the chaff with unquenchable fire. Whatever the fuck that means. That just sounds like nothing. That sounds like nothing to me. I don't know what that means. This can't be real. Has to be a joke fic. I bet it's a fucking joke fic. Alright. Well, thank you. Thank you, Ridgeway, for both the coffees. Thank you for both of those. They made me very happy. I will oh my god, I will be putting that $45 to good use. Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles? Harry queried and clasped his hands. Just hearing that name, he felt such a sense of inner peace. He wanted to have more of that peace, and he wanted to learn how to be a good Christian. He was starting to think that peace and being a good Christian were in fact the same thing. I want to go there. I think that was the devil trying to burst out of my stomach, for I have truly inhaled the devil's nectar by partaking in witchcraft. I do apologize for that vomit expression that came from my netherous gut.
Hagrid beamed widely. He'd been praying so hard to save a soul today, and he was so happy to have saved the soul of such a sweet, earnest little one. That was a nice little bit of alliteration. The poor boy, being raised by two parents who were not Christian and who both went to work and left him with a babysitter all day long. It's Timmy Turner! And was a good thing Hagrid had got there in time. 5 years down the road, Harry might have been a fornicating, drug-addicted evolutionist. The worst thing to be, my God, a fornicating, drug-addicted evolutionist. A fornicating, drug-addicted evolutionist. Oh my God, Sam, bro, Sam. Don't be silly, Harry, Aunt Petunia commanded and wrung her long, bony hands. Come back inside and I will read you about evolution from the Dawkins. You do not need that silly religion. Harry scrunched up his innocent little face and thought really hard. Aunt Petunia and Uncle Vernon were as close to parents as he had, and this was the only home he knew. Could he really leave? Yes, but he was saved now. He had prayed the sinner's prayer. He could not stay here, not anymore, not with what he knew. Suddenly, he knew what he had to do. Go back to his Aunt Petunia, because she's clearly the smart one in this situation. No, Aunt Petunia, he uttered calmly with childlike wisdom. Evolution is not real, and I'm not going to Hogwarts. No, Harry, Aunt Petunia screeched desperately. I have an idea. You have a second birthday today. You like birthdays, right? Birthdays are not of God. Harry verbalized knowingly and looked at his aunt with an innocent wisdom. You tried to corrupt me, but it did not work. But I forgive you, Aunt Petunia, because of Luke 23:34. I know which psalm I'm not looking up today. Hagrid was amazed once again at the wisdom of little ones. He did not know if he could forgive someone who had hurt him as much as this woman had hurt little Harry. Deny him the truth. Who could be so cruel? But Harry did not even think twice about it. He forgave, just like that. Truly, Hagrid gained a new understanding of Matthew 19:14 that day. This is a new thing that they're doing this chapter, just fucking dropping Bible verses. Fucking John 3:16 said that Jesus came back from the grave. Austin 3:16 just said, I just kicked your ass. That's a wrestling joke, everybody. Do not leave, Harry, Dudley wailed childishly. Dudley's just showing up out of the fucking blue. The fucking little mini porkster just shows up out of the fucking blue. No pomp and fucking circumstance. He's just there, just with his little piggy tail and his little ugly rat nose just shows up. Where the fuck did he come from? I must, Harry said, and stepped over the threshold. Goodbye, Dursleys. I hope you two are saved one day. And with that, he and Hagrid began to walk down Private Drive. Private Drive. Private Drive. How will we get to this school, Hagrid? Harry queried cautiously. We will pray, Hagrid retorted knowledgeably. How do we do that? Harry solicited inquisitively. You can say said. You don't even have to say said. Watch, Hagrid said. There it is. And then got down onto his knees on the road. He motioned for Harry to get down on his knees too. Hagrid raised his hands to the heavens and cried out a deep, thunderous voice. Dear Lord, take us to Hogwarts.
Oh my goodness gracious. That's fucking great.
Oh. A tall, thin man with a long, pointed beard and big wire spectacles stood in front of Harry. He was wearing a brown tweed suit and a nice matching hat. His shoes were made of leather and polished until they shone. He had a smile much like Hagrid's smile, so peaceful, Harry just knew he could trust him. A lovely, kindly young woman with flowing blonde hair and a pleasant, heart-shaped face stood beside this holy man.
Hello there, little one.
The man greeted amicably.
I'm the Reverend Albus Dumbledore, and this is my wife, Minerva. Welcome to Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles.
Author's note, blessings! End of chapter 2. End of chapter 2. Dumbledore is officially God now. And I will no longer accept any other canon. Never again. Let's go through this chat a little bit. Alright, let's see here. I love your gestures for the author's notes. This is a joy to listen to. Thank you. I have fun narrating dumb shit. This thing just can't be real. It has to be a joke fake. I guarantee it is. Bible quote. Credit where it's due. I learned about electricity. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Yeah. Grace Ann is real. She sold me a Bible behind the church at 3 a.m. May your caffeine be plentiful. All right, yes, I'm good. Sad Zachary, where's Dudley? Is Dudley like dead in this fix? He showed up. He was just there randomly. This is how people are found in shallow graves. Go with this, stranger. The way to a child's heart is through his birthday. For someone who has never read the Bible, Harry sure knows an awful lot about the Bible. Yeah, it's because Harry is Jesus. Didn't you know he's Jesus in the fucking actual books, too? You want me to look up each of those? Paste them. There's my boy Dudley. Is this the religious equivalent of name dropping? Yes. Mic drop. Private. Local boy found in shallow grave after leaving with a strange man. Santa? It's God. He just shouts this out loud. Dumbledore is God. My God. Dumbledore is just God in disguise. All right. Pausing there. Would you like me to continue? I'm going to have a sip of my lovely Arnold Palmer, my pink Arnold Palmer, because I'm just that lovely. Oh. Hopefully my fucking chin isn't too fat today. Hello, Vulpix. What's up? This is Vulpix. I have a bunch of fucking stuffed animals, but this is Vulpix. I got this on the last day. I haven't put it in Vulpix yet, but yeah, I'm gonna put that in there. I got that my last day at Boulder Bear. I just never put it in. Let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the next chapter just in case, because I want to see how this one starts off. I think I've got an ear infection brewing. That sucks. I can feel it. I need to put some hydrogen peroxide in mine ear. Grace Ann if she's real, sounds like a lovely Christian mother. She sounds like a fascist, honestly. Let's face it. Deep fried passion. If you want, I can read that one next. I might read another chapter of this. If you want. Is Deep Fried Passion an actual fanfiction? Is it real? Wait a minute. Is it a SpongeBob fanfiction or is it a Bob's Burgers fanfiction? Either way, I'm sold immediately. I'm going to go ahead and read this one first. Just going to finish this chapter at least, and we'll take a vote from there.
Holy crap, this has been reviewed 12,000 times. Good fucking. It's a KFC. Oh, it's okay. Munch Squad talked about that one. Yeah. Fucking. Yes. Yes. Munch Squad talked about that. I haven't read it. Okay. I will read it after this. Munch Squad. Like they talk about it very briefly in Munch Squad. Like it's just like a passing thing. It was on their Valentine's Day episode. They literally just mention it in passing. I think they actually go to talk about Taco Bell, not KFC, but what the fuck ever. Author's note. Hello, friends! You know, I'm gonna read this like this. No, Consuelo, nope. Okay. I have a friend who might be coming in. I'm going to wait to start this chapter until she comes in and tells me or whether or not she's coming in. So I'm probably going to end up I'm going to read the other like that. Wait. How does there we go. There's that's grubber. There we go. Sonic High School. Maybe we'll read that one too. We can keep this going for a while if you want. Oh god, as long as we don't get any erotic Sonic fan fiction. Man, that'd be a fucking trip. I already know about the one that they read on Game Grumps. Because fuck. Oh my god. Alright. Okay. Let's see. Is Consuelo coming in? I guess I'll wait a couple minutes. How's everybody doing? You guys got any questions for me? Any like voiceover questions while we wait for Sonic High is what? Is Sonic High an erotic fan fiction? Is it really? Is it? Is it really? Oh, it's the worst thing in existence and it's erotic fan fiction. Or Shadow what? Is it the one where Shadow bangs his car? Is his car a transformer? Oh my god. I just like the one the Game Hosts were reading when when fucking Zelda starts jacking off Sonic and Sonic just wakes up and says, "Holy shit!" Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna give Consuelo a couple minutes to get in here. Oh my god. Oh my god. That doesn't shock me that there's one out there for everything. Hey, Kale, I'm reading bad fan fiction. Really bad fan fiction. We're reading a Harry Potter one right now. I'm waiting for a couple more people to get in here. Well, actually, right now I'm waiting for one person to get in here. I'm waiting for Consuelo to get in here. Because she really wanted to listen to me read this while she did homework. So I want to make sure that she's in here. I'll give her a couple more minutes and then I'll keep going. Reading the most amazing Harry Potter fanfiction I have ever read in my entire life. Period. Get the fuck in here right the fuck now. What's the worst fanfiction I've ever read? Probably King of the Hill Furry Outbreak. That one's pretty fucking bad. It's gonna take a lot to top that one. This one's bad in its own way. This one's morally bad, I would say, because it teaches about brainwashing. But yeah, I gotta go with my mom. Oh, okay. Be on YouTube for later. Okay, cool. All right, so she's not going to be here. She's going to be another hour. I don't know if I'm going to keep the stream going for another hour, but we'll see. Let's see here. Song is fastest thing alive. This phenomenon is can't wait. What's the worst fic I've ever read? Anything by Squirrel? Squirrel King. Well, Squirrel King. I don't really count Squirrel King because his stuff is intentionally bad. Like it was found out that Half-Life Full Life Consequences, which I adore. I fucking love Half-Life Full Life Consequences. I read it like just recreationally. That one was found to just be made up. That was just like, that was intentionally bad. Which is like, he made one that's intentionally bad and it managed to be as funny as something that's unintentionally bad. So I guess in a way that kind of means that it's, I guess it kind of means that it's like great, I guess. Oh, yeah, I wrote a lot of Teen Titans and Sonic the Hedgehog fanfiction when I was in junior high and early high school. The Teen Titans one is actually where like my email address comes from. Like my non-business, just like my dump email comes from. So yeah. God, that fanfiction was about a character who was basically Starfire's brother before I found out that Starfire actually had a brother in the actual canon, because I was just basing it off of like the Teen Titans cartoon canon. I don't remember that much about it, except like I remember that this character, he and Raven were a thing. I think I named him Shadow Flare. He and Raven were like an item in that, and I basically like just wrote a bunch of like really, really dumb Teen Titans fan stories, like just like, I bet this could be an episode of Teen Titans. This would be what it be. It fucking wasn't. It was fucking weird. And it got like dumb. It got really dumb. And the Sonic one, I had this character. His name was what was it? CD. And he was what was he supposed to be? He was just like, I think he was like made by Robotnik to fight Sonic and Shadow, but something glitched out in his head, and he turned out just being just this weirdo. And I remember that Amy like stopped chasing after Sonic and started chasing after him. And then I decided for some reason I was really mad. I was really angry about things, and I was gonna write edgy things. And I decided I was going to like make it like dark. Like it was like this is gonna be like Sonic Adventure. It's gonna be super dark. Sonic Adventure is not dark, but that's what my mind thought. Like, oh my god, this is gonna be so like I'm gonna make it really edgy, and it's gonna be as edgy as Shadow the Hedgehog. That game, it's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be guns and shit. It was really dumb. There was, I remember Super CD was a really ugly orange color. Like he was green and black because green was my favorite color, and everything I did had to be green, and it's just like, oh my god, like and like green and black, it looks so good. It's such a good like color combination. Like it looks good. It doesn't look good on a hedgehog. He had like the Sonic spikes. He was a fucking recolor of Sonic that had like these like his spines went down went like Sonic, but then at the very tips of them they kind of sharpened out, like they like suddenly like jagged down like that. Like I don't even know how to fucking describe it. Like it looked like that at the end of it. And they were like black tips at the end. And he had a super form, which was just this ugly orange. And then he had his chaos form. I was so inspired by like Shadow being like this ambivalent thing that could like turn into this red evil thing and just cause a big explosion. His rage just go. It just caused this explosion, and then like Chaos CD like this. He like basically he had like the Venom symbiote kind of like crawled up his like hands and covered his face, and he just looked like a fucking symbiote infected Sonic the Hedgehog, even though the symbiote wasn't in there. And then when he like overcame his darkness, he got angel wings, and he was called Seraphic CD, and it was oh my god, it was so badass. It was not fucking badass. I was fucking 13. And I remember Chaos CD's gonna be in the new Venom movie. Yes, he is. Oh my god, I've been trying to keep that hidden for a while, but you found it out. I'm sorry. I'm breaking my NDA right here. Chaos CD is gonna be in the Venom movie. Rolls eyes. I don't have it. Well, it was a fan comic, not a fan fiction, and I think I like hand drew all of it. Yeah, I did. I hand drew all of it, and I got rid of it like fucking ages ago. I can see if I can try it and find a picture of what CD looked like, and see if I can put it up here in the stream, but we'll see. I'm gonna look up CD. All right. Okay, this is all music stuff. As I knew it would be. Beware, I'm about to burp. Oh my god. That's funny. Let's see here. I wonder if I can if there's any yeah, sure. I mean maybe, yeah. We'll see. I might read that. I still need to fucking read this Harry Potter one. Wow, I might have gotten rid of basically all of it. I might have gotten rid of all of it, which is unfortunate. Wait, what? Was I gonna write a Kingdom Hearts fanfiction? I went all the way back in my documents and I found something here that just says Kingdom Hearts. And it's 3 pages. The first page just says Kingdom Hearts. Next page says Table of Contents. And the next page says Chapter 1, and there's nothing. Was I gonna write a Kingdom Hearts fanfiction? When the fuck did I make this? 2009. Holy fucking shit. That is a while back there, my dude. Oh my god, I just turned into Chris Farley for a second. What the fuck is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? Is this? Oh my fucking god, are you serious? I just found... Wow. I just found... I'm not going to read this. Because it makes me think of somebody who I don't really like that much. A lot of people who worked on me with this, I still am great friends with and I love. But I found an old role play from, God, this had to have been 2009. Date modified 2011. Oh, you know what? I bet that was forwarded to me in 2011. Somebody else probably salvaged it and sent it to me. But yeah, this is a 14-page role play that some friends of mine, we were writing this story about these characters. There was like some sort of there was like some sort of like crystal that gave them power. Like each of them like had this crystal somehow embedded in them. I think my character's was like on the back of his hand. One character had it like on the back of her neck. My character's rival, I think his like I had on his like on his foot. It was. It's really weird because thinking of it now, all I can think of is Steven Universe. I'm gonna sit up a little bit because my neck hurts. And God, I don't fucking remember what it was even called. Was it called just Crystal Curse or something like that? Oh, Jesus Christ, my God. We were just writing this story about, like, we wanted to be, like, super fucking anime. And Jesus fucking Christ, this is way fucking back. Holy crap. Yeah, verse draft of Steven Universe, basically, yeah. Oh, my God. No, I don't want to start up Skype, you dipshit. Fucking stop it. What the hell? Alright, stop it. Stop it. Stop that shit right the fuck now. I don't want Skype. Stop it, Skype. Fucking kick your ass. I'm gonna kick your ass, Skype. I'm gonna kick your ass. Thank you. Wow. And then it goes on more. There's more. Really? Like, there's more of the fucking... There's a whole nother, like, Word document of, like, the finale for it. Like, what the hell? And there's even, like, timestamps on it because we copied it from Skype. Yes, it's true. I'm Rebecca Sugar. Let me take off my wig. Ow. But what the fuck? My dude. What the hell? Snorlax, what is this? It's nothing. It's a blank Word document. Good job. Scout versus Heavy. I don't know what that is. That's fucking weird. But yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can't find any of my old fan fictions. I think I might have gotten rid of all of them. Yeah, they're all gone. Well, that sucks. So I can't read those for y'all. But that's fine. Wait. No. 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 Okay. Okay. He's fine. He's fine. Yeah, I burnt the evidence when I was in, oh my God, when I was still in high school, I probably got rid of all those because I was just so embarrassed by them. But yeah, it's weird. It's really weird. CD. Eventually, like, one of my friends said, man, you need to get over this Sonic phase. You like, I'm like, I like your stuff, but you need to get over this Sonic phase. And so he said, you should make these characters human. Like, I don't know what was the issue with me having them Sonic characters, but whatever. And so I made CD a human character and gave him like his own cast of characters. I ended up taking CD and making him human. He basically, it's weird. It's weird looking back on it because CD looks like a palette swap of Johnny Test, kind of, before Johnny Test was a thing. It's really weird because I just like converted his outfit from like when he was a hedgehog. He had like a brown vest and jeans for some reason. I converted that into like a human form. It's really weird. And then I get like there were two girls who liked him. One had ice powers and one had the same powers that he had, and I guess like she was bad but turned good. And then there was this he was basically Chaos from Sonic the Hedgehog, but he was gray and he had a mohawk. And his name was Oraga. It was just this dumb made-up name, and he was like one of the bad guys. He was like the bad guy who was created by the bad guy and then killed the bad guy so that he could be the bad guy and just wanted to like fight CD. He was just this like, he was more or less Broly, I guess. That was his whole backstory, was just, you know, him having this pure hatred and wanting to just, you know, kill this character for no other reason other than just wanting to kill them, even though I guess Broly's was Goku cried as a baby. Yeah. That was fucking weird. I just expounded on that for like 20 minutes. I apologize. I'm going to get back to reading some really bad Harry Potter fan fiction. What do you say? Let's see here. Author's note. Hello, friends. I've struggled a lot about whether or not to keep going on with this story, but with a lot of praying, my husband and I have decided it was the right thing to do. We want our little ones to have good Christian literature to read, and in this modern world, sometimes that can be hard to come by. So I will just have to make do, smiley face.
Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you, Reverend Dumbledore, Harry replied enthusiastically and got to his feet. This sure is a beautiful place you have here. The Reverend beamed. Why, thank you, little one. His voice had a distinctive southern twang to it that made Harry feel so safe and welcome. He knew in that moment that the Reverend was a man of God because he talked with a southern accent. This poor little one is being raised in a terrible situation, Hagrid declared concernedly. He was watched by a babysitter every second of the day. His aunt saw him as part of her perfect life package, like the big house, the fancy career, a spitty car. Dumbledore shook his head sadly. I guess he has a southern twang, so I'm going to have to make him southern. Too bad no one told her. Parenting should be about the children, not the parents. That is why it's called parenting. Hagrid nodded wisely. Dumbledore turned to Harry and announced authoritatively, "Can we start your classes tomorrow morning? Today you could get settled into your dormitory, but first, why don't you eat my dinner with my family and me?" Really? Harry gasped excitedly. I've never had a family dinner before. Why don't you come with us then? Dumbledore cried kindly. How did you cry that statement? What? And then got down on his knees. Everyone else did the same, raising his large, massive manly hands up to the heavens. Dumbledore bellowed in a voice even louder than Hagrid's had been. Lord, please take us to the kitchen. Suddenly, they all found themselves in a tasteful, decorated kitchen. Okay. They were looking to get rid of witchcraft by turning Christianity into witchcraft. All right. Wow! Harry shouted in awe. He was still getting used to the power of prayer. Prayer does not work like that. Sometimes we take the wonderful things the Lord gives us for granted, and it takes a newcomer to the fold for us to understand just how blessed we are. That was amazing. Hagrid smiled knowingly. God is an amazing guy. God is an amazing guy. God is an amazing guy. All right. He sure is. The Reverend's wife chuckled before getting down on her knees and raising her own hands upwards. Dear Lord, please set the table with the sky blue cloth and the Sunday dishes, and please give us biscuits, fried golden brown, and gravy, creamy mashed potatoes, my great aunt Eleanor's cold corn casserole, corn on the cob, slathered with butter, and for dessert, some chocolate raspberry cookies. That's a lot of shit. All of these things appeared on the table exactly as the Reverend's wife had asked for them, masterfully prepared and delicious smelling. Harry's mouth dropped open. Truly, this woman was a Truly, this woman was a real Proverbs 31 wife. Hermione, the Reverend summoned loudly. Hermione, the Reverend summoned loudly. Dinner time. Immediately and with cheerful obedience, an 11-year-old girl in a pretty pink dress and a matching bow came running down the stairs. She ran over to her father and gave him the winning smile that daughters have. Welcome home, Daddy. She smiled and then turned to his wife.
Can I help it all with dinner, Mummy?
It's all prepared, thanks be to God. Her mother retorted gracefully. Hermione nodded knowingly.
Hermione, I would like you to meet Harry Potter, our newest student at Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles.
I'll never get over that fucking name. Dumbledore introduced magnanimously.
Harry, I'd like you to meet Hermione Granger, my beloved daughter.
Pleased to meet you.
Hermione responded sweetly with a shy grin. Harry could barely respond. This was the most beautiful young woman he'd ever come across. So different from all the girls in public school who were focused on trying to be like the career woman they saw on Sex and the City. This little one was the picture of innocence and godliness. What the fuck? What? Hold on. I gotta call out the fact that you just accidentally, you meant to type daddy door. You typed out daddy vor. You typed out daddy vor. You didn't mean to, but I caught it. Caught it before you deleted the message. I'm calling you out. I'm calling you the fuck out. That's fucking hysterical. You made my fucking night. My cheeks are hurting from smiling so much. Thank you. Daddy vor. God. Where did I leave off? Oh. Now, Dumbledore pronounced genially, let's eat.
Oh, let's eat.
As the holy men, women, and little ones dug into the delicious manna the Lord had granted them. So now there's manna in it? Are you sure there's no wizardry going on in here? Are you sure? Are you sure about that? The conversation amongst the adults turned to darker topics. Harry listened intently as he did not understand it, but he was very interested. Dark days are coming, Hagrid pronounced gravely around a mouthful of casserole.
Evil forces are coming into this world, and the little ones at Hogwarts may be our last resort. Psalm 127:5.
Didn't know there were that many fucking psalms, Jesus. Dumbledore referenced solemnly, and the others around the table nodded knowingly. Hogwarts may be the last hope for the forces of good in this world. Author's note, blessings! Yes, Christians need mana to cast their good words. Oh. My God. End of chapter 3. I need a palate cleanser. That was just fucking amazing. There's no translation in the atheist language that properly conveys the same meaning. Proverbs 31. Yes, I am still giggling over Daddy Vor. That was fucking hysterical. Oh my God. Oh, Vor jokes crack me the fuck up, dude. You have no fucking idea. They kill me. Vor jokes fucking kill me. All right. I think I'm done with this particular fiction for now. I think I get the joke of it. I mean, joke. I'm not. I bet it's a joke fiction. I get the joke. I mean, how much more can I get out of it being, super Christian? Like how much more can I milk that joke?
The King of the Hill one was easy to do because, I mean, it's so short, but this is significantly longer than that one is. So the joke, you know, kind of loses its luster after. I'm going to take a look at the next chapter just to see. You know, I'm not going to read the chapter. I am going to read the author's note because I just read something that made me very happy. Author's note. Hello, friends. I apologize for being gone for so long of my little ones. Oh, I apologize for being gone for so long. One of my little ones came down with pneumonia, so of course my life has been nothing but doctor's appointments and chicken soup. And that's all. Why does she use hyphens, not commas? That's really weird. And that's on top of all the other work a mommy has to do. I'd nearly forgotten about this little story of mine when I sat down to catch up my email, and lo and behold, there were dozens of messages from this lovely site. Now, of course, there were some hateful messages that made me very sad, but for every review posted by an evolutionist with a bee in his bonnet, there were 3 lovely private messages from other mommies out there thanking me for doing the Lord's work. Wow. I know when the Lord is telling me something. So here's another chapter for all you mommies out there, and all you non-believers spreading hatred. Well, let's see if you aren't converted by the time this story's over. God. Oh my God. Okay. Let's see here. I once made a word joke to my friend and she said I'm dead, and so I immediately replied, then I guess you went to the Vorg. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, 4 is a fetish that literally consumes your entire life. Oh my God. Feel free to use that one. Okay. All right. I need a palate cleanser. What am I reading next? You're welcome. You're welcome for the pun. Feel free to use it. Let's see here. I don't want to read as much as I'd like to read your old fan fiction. I don't really want to read a My Little Pony one. It's just not my thing. I don't know. It's just not my thing. No, I don't. What? I really, really don't. What? I'm scared. What are you what? What's going on, man? I'm scared. You scaring me. I lost track of what I said, so I don't know where you're going with it. What's another really bad one? I mean, if I was gonna read a My Little Pony one, it would be Rainbow Factory, probably, because that one's just bad for different reasons. I'm aware of an entire series of Naruto fanfics that all occur at University of Kentucky. Oh, thank you. Okay, Deep Fried Passion. Thank you. That's what I was gonna read. Thank you. Okay. KFC. All right. What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? Tender Wings of Desire. That's what it's called. Tender Wings of Desire. There we go. All right. I think this is it. Am I thinking of the right one? I'm going to go ahead and scroll back up to see if I can remember it. Sorry. Is it Deep Fried Passion? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Let me see. Deep Fried Passion fan fiction. Aha. Wait. What? Yes, Wings of Desire. Yes, Wings of Desire is the official one. That's what it is. Okay. Wait, the Deep Fried Passions is a fan fiction. Wings of Desire is a official KFC romance novel. It's real. They actually published it. You can download it for free. But holy shit, they actually published it. Okay. Deep Fried Passions. Food mascots from around the world gather for the long anticipated reunion of Colonel Sanders and Aunt Jemima, but their wedding is cut short when Captain Crunch objects, citing a dark secret of Gemma's been harboring in her attic, one that might prove fatal for her and the Colonel's love, not to mention just plain fatal. Rated K+. What does that mean? I'm assuming that's good. Is that good? Is that fine? Okay. But Ronald Senpai, I love you. No. Author's note. I'm house sitting for my parents, and I don't have access to more serious stories, so I can't work on Fairest in the Universe or Silverbird tonight. So instead, this. I've had this scenario in my head for some time now, and tonight seems as good a time as any to finally record it. Enjoy. So this one is, I'm guessing, an intentionally funny one. Hopefully it's as funny as the unintentionally funny ones. So we'll see. The Sanders family chicken farm was the most crowded it had been in 16 generations. Half of the food mascot community had been invited, and the rest had turned up anyway. I'm getting, like, food fight visions already. The Jolly Green Giant, there it is, towered over the barn dressed in his papal hat and robes, holding the Holy Bible, King James edition with Cliff Notes. The sea of attendants covered the rolling hills of the Sanders farm, allowing just a long, thin path of green grass between them to serve as the wedding aisle. I'm loving this already. What the fuck? A third of the crowd was composed of invited mascot friends, the Trix Rabbit, Ronald McDonald, the Hamburger Burglar, the Cookie Crisp Robbers, and their dog, Count Chocula, and the Fruit Loops Toucan. His name is Sam Darnu, just to name a few. Another third was made up of the bride and groom's relatives, which people belonged to the Sanders family, and which to Aunt Jemima's wasn't hard to guess. Even if not for their color coordination, the Sanders relatives all bore a very strong resemblance to one another. One might say they all looked exactly like the Colonel himself, in various different wigs and costumes. The final third of the crowd was composed of the Sanders farm chickens, clucking and flapping their wings enthusiastically, blissfully unaware of what the main course for the wedding dinner was going to be. That's fucking great. Holy shit. Grandpa Sanders whispered angrily, "Where's the groom?" Great Aunt Biv Sanders snorted, Having second thoughts, maybe. But I still can't believe my own great nephew, Colonel Sanders, is the 11th. Colonel Sanders the 11th is considering marrying a black woman. Okay.
Aw, can it, you old bat?
Spat little Sanders Jr., the Colonel's half-nephew, an 11-year-old boy in black emo clothing and makeup who otherwise resembled his half-uncle right down to the beard. Get into the 21st century, why don't you? I mean, Trix Rabbit just married one of the Keebler elves last fall in New Jersey. Sure, Great Aunt Biv Sanders grunted. But you expect those guys to be queers. You don't expect Colonel Sanders to marry a woman of color. Grandpa Jebediah, Aunt Gemma's grandfather, pointed to the hills with his cane. I think I see him. There came the Colonel, trotting up the hill, being pulled along by his best man, Tony the Tiger. The Colonel was stumbling and looked extremely hungover. Come on, Colonel, Tony urged, his usual enthusiastic shouting. Straighten your tie! Quit yelling in my ear, you big dumb walking carpet. I'm standing right next to you, the Colonel bellowed in his deep southern accent. I can't do it, Tony. I can't get married. I got cold feet. I can't get married. I'm too old. I'll probably get Alzheimer's by the time it's time to take our vows. I forget what I'm supposed to say. Colonel, you've been an old geezer for as long as I can remember, Tony assured him. Your mind's been sharp as a razor the whole way. The only thing you might get is heart disease from all that fried chicken. Your valves are clogged. The Colonel stopped suddenly, thinking Tony's words over. He finally straightened himself and breathed deeply. Oh, Tony, you're right, as usual. He gave his enthused friend a high five. Tony loved those, and took his place at the altar, barn, next to, under, the jolly green priest. A hush came over the farm as the ceremony commenced. The flower girl came first, a cute Jewish girl with long, black, frizzy hair and a ruffled dress. She skipped down the grass aisle with a bottle of Pepsi in each hand. As she sprinkled the soda onto the grass, flowers immediately blossomed up of every species and color imaginable, covering the aisle in a carpet of flora. Pepsi Girl was immediately followed by the bridesmaids. Does this mean that Pepsi Man is also Jewish? It's really funny. The Indian maiden, dressed in her brightest butter yellow buckskin gown, Britney Spears, who hadn't looked so blonde or sexy since her last Pepsi commercial at the turn of the century, and Wendy, in her best blue and white striped gown, her pigtails and elegant French braids, each held bouquets of roses, daffodils, and dandelions, respectively. The music started up. The Hawaiian Punch Man hummed along to himself as he played the wedding theme on a large organ from the barn roof. Aunt Jemima began her trek down the mile-long wedding aisle with her arm around her father, Bubba. Aunt Jemima was dressed in a lacy wedding gown made from white and gold checkered patterned fabric. A long veil trailed behind her, being carried by the 3 Keebler elves, who incidentally had tailored the entire outfit for her. Of course they did. All of the relatives and friends looked on, teary-eyed. Gemma was aware of every every niece and nephew watching their we got a typo. Oh no, I'm loving this so much. There's a typo. Watching their beloved aunt walk down the aisle. Billy, Bobby, Bertha, Barbara, Belinda, Susie, Sandra, Jonathan, Josina, Penny, Bob, Rob, George, Ronald, Donald, Lonald, Carrie, Harry, Larry, Betty Sue, Billy Bob, Jim Bob, Michael Bob, Annie Jean, Bobby Joe, Anastasia, Terry, and well, the list is extensive. They don't call her Aunt Jemima for nothing, you know. The organ music reached a climax as Gemma and the Colonel came face to face at the front of the barn.
Dearly beloved,
The jolly green giant began.
we are gathered here today to witness the union of Colonel Mitchell Bob Raymond Sanders, the 11th, and Aunt Jemima Tatiana Giselle Barton in the bonds of holy matrimony. Aunt Jemima, do you swear to stand by the Colonel through sickness and health, through brownies perfect and burnt, excellent chicken and okayish chicken, good business and bankruptcy, fame and obscurity, now and forever, till death do you part?
Looking into the Colonel's deep blueberry frosting colored eyes, Aunt Jemima replied, I do.
And do you, the Colonel, vow to do all the stuff I just said to her?
The Colonel looked into Aunt Jemima's fudge brown colored eyes. I do.
Then by the power invested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife.
Objection! The jolly green giant looked around, searching for the voice's origin. Throwing his leafy green hands up, the giant bellowed,
Who asked?
Two small men were stomping up the aisle. One was the famous Captain Crunch. The other was a similar-looking man with a white wig and pointed hair, but he was drawn far more realistically. Oh my god, my cheeks are fucking hurting. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, I scrolled down too far. Quaker! Gemma gasped. Colonel Sanders... Oh, it's the Quaker. Okay. It's the Quaker oatmeal guy. Colonel Sanders jabbed his cane to the ground angrily. Quaker, you anal tree-hugging pacifist anarchist commie twit! Jemima dumped you. Get it through that thick wig of yours. This has nothing to do with me and Jemima. The Quaker drew himself up to his full height. This is about... wait, you know what? I'm going to do this as the Quaker. This has nothing to do with me and Jemima. The Quaker drew himself to his full height. This is about someone else and Jemima. Poor Jemima's face was pale as frosted flakes. What the devil are you talking about? Sanders demanded. Quaker glanced down at Captain Crunch. Tell him what you saw, Captain. Captain Crunch turned and faced the crowd on both sides of the aisle. I got lost in Aunt Jemima's house at the last Christmas party. I wandered around and found the mansion drunk, searching around for a magical wardrobe that would take me to Narnia. I was hammered, don't ask, all right. I didn't find no Narnia, but what I did find was that Aunt Jemima is already married. The crowd gasped, or clucked in some cases. Don't believe me? Just ask her to show you what's in her attic. Sanders turned to Jemima. He's drunk now, isn't he? He has no idea what he's talking about. Jemima just looked at her lover with hard eyes. Reluctantly, she turned to face the crowd, her family and friends. It's true, she said bitterly. I'm married to a man, if you can even call him that, who I have not ever, never, and could never love. Her three best friends stared at her, dumbstruck. The Indian maid's jaw was hanging open. Britney Spears looked sympathetic. Wendy went pale as the blank placemat before a toddler scribbles on it and fainted. Jemima, Britney said timidly. I don't understand. Maybe it'll make more sense if I show y'all instead of tell you, Aunt Jemima sneered. Come on, let's go meet my husband. Okay, it's supposed to be the bride. It says the bridge. The bride stomped away from the groom and priest with a hard face. Reluctantly, Colonel Sanders moved after her, and the giant followed. The wedding guests began to trickle into... What does that say? Wait, is this Jane Eyre? Oh my god, it is. This is Jane Eyre. Okay. The wedding guests began to trickle into a crowd around them until Jemima was leading them all across the hills like Moses, to her family mansion across the lake. The food mascots, relatives, and chickens poured in through the front doors like a swarm of ants flooding through a crack in the wall. Up the wide staircase they went, up another and another, up a long spiraled stair into an elevator, where they sat for 10 minutes listening to crappy elevator music, then up more stairs, until finally they reached the attic. Aunt Jemima pulled a key ring from her lacy wedding apron and picked out a large, old, rusted key. The crowd was watched frozen as she jabbed into the attic door and forced it open. The room was beyond dark, filled with cobwebs and smoke. No, steam. The old man was bent over an old wood stove, hard at work. Oh my God. Okay. Colonel Sanders leaned through the doorway. Is he making rice? Aunt Jemima nodded solemnly. Everyone, meet my husband, Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben turned to face the visitors with wide, psychotic eyes.
That's Uncle X for now until I get my lawsuit filed against that fat bastard who stole my name.
The Jolly Green Giant whispered,
What was he talking about?
Big Ben, Jemima sighed. You know the big clock in England?
Oh.
Uncle Ben muttered madly to himself.
Bland rice. Chicken fine without it. Chinese do it better. I'll show them. I'll show the whole world.
It's like this, Jemima turned back to the crowd. When I was 15 years old, my ma and pa, both now dead, had me married off to a man who they said wouldn't support me fine with his great cooking business. Ben seemed nice when we first met, but no one liked his rice. Said it was the cheapest, blandest rice they'd ever tasted. She shook his head. Peeps, it broke him. His mind snapped. Couldn't handle the reality that every single group on the planet, the Chinese, the Indians, the Native Americans, even the friggin' English, can make rice taste more interesting than the bland, add water and stuff it in the microwave crap he cooks up. He went mad. Real mad. There were murders around our neighborhood, people found chopped up with axes or chainsaws, or stuffed into wood chippers and neatly arranged in rice dishes around by carrots and potatoes. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I had to protect society, but as a wife, I had to protect my husband too. So I locked Ben up in the attic. After I made my big break with my brownies and syrup and other junk foods, I got this mansion. I moved him up to the attic. I thought I could keep it a secret from the world, but I guess I was wrong. She glared at Captain Crunch.
Hey,
The captain held up his cartoonish hands defensively.
it's not like I went looking for your old man. I was drunk out of my mind. I saw the water leaking out under the door, and I thought there were mermaids in the room beyond. Maybe that pretty silent siren who stole that bag of bugles from me 12 years ago, who knows. Instead, I came in, and this maniac tries chopping me up into rice. He had me tied up with spaghetti, sitting in a pot to be boiled up. Luckily for me, spaghetti loses its firm grip when put in hot water, so I was able to break free and climb out the window. So, the Quaker folded his arms over his chest. What do you have to say to that, The crowd was speechless. A low, gruff voice finally rumbled.
I say dinner is served.
Uncle Ben was behind Quaker with an axe raised. What the fuck? Ben, Jemima cried, don't! Ben brought the axe down and chopped Quaker down the middle, and then he chopped again and again until Quaker was little more than a pile of flakes like his cereal. Uncle Ben stood over his kill with a slasher's grin on his face and began neatly arranging the bits of Quaker into a neat pile. Muttering to himself, he began searching around his kitchen. What do we need for qua? Milk.
Run for it!
The Jolly Green Giant bellowed just before Ben whirled around and chopped him in half, sending leaves everywhere. Everyone ran in different directions, but wherever the terrified wedding guests ran, Ben always seemed to be right there waiting for them. 3 of Sanders' chickens took off down the stairs, half falling, half flying, while their wings were flapping, until Ben's axe decapitated them all with one swish. The next axe was aimed at Tony the Tiger further down the staircase. Tony dodged it, but tripped over his own tail and tumbled into a bookshelf. The Fruit Loops toucan, his name is Sam, narrowly escaped death, losing his tail feathers to the axe.
Ben hit the Trix rabbit with the flat end of the blade, knocking him out the window. I never got to try just one Trix, he lamented as he plummeted to his doom. What? Oh my god. The bodies were piling up. Goldie the goldfish had her head bitten off. Half of Count Chocula lay draped over the sofa, and the other half was in a bathtub. One Keebler elf sobbed over the other elf's body, until Ben's axe caught him in the back, sending him to join his friend.
Hey! Captain Crunch leaped into a staircase railing, his cutlass drawn. Avast, you crotchety old fart! Uncle Ben roared and swung at Crunch. They dueled axe on sword while epic pirate music blasted out of nowhere, courtesy of Hans Zimmer. Crunch grabbed the chandelier that hung over the stairs and swung over to another staircase. Ben did a Matrix-style leap over the staircase, and the duel continued until Ben chopped off the hand that held the cutlass. Hey! Captain Crunch exclaimed, grabbing his stump. I only got 2 of those! Crunch, Ben said, breathing deeply. I am, say your father and I'll, getting bored of this sword fight. Ben dealt Crunch a fatal stab and sent the captain tumbling down the stairs. Below, Jemima cried out, grabbing her head, Crunches too, what have I done? You know, I didn't think that we would get funnier than King of the Hill, the Furry Outbreak. I think this might top it. Ben turned, and suddenly Jemima and Colonel Sanders were both being backed down the staircase, Ben slowly descending towards them with his axe raised. I gotta turn my microphone down for this. What have you done? Ben laughed like the Joker. What have you done? You've sold more popular food than your husband by making unhealthy chocolate sugar-filled pastries that doubtless contribute to America's childhood obesity. That's what you've done. I've tried to make healthy food, but oh no, no one wants rice. They want brownies. They want maple syrup. He glared at the Sanders. Fried chicken. From a balcony overlooking the scene, the 3 bridesmaids and the flower girl watched in horror as their friend and her lover huddled beneath the axe. What do we do? Pepsi Girl whimpered. From behind them, they heard great Aunt Biv Sanders cry, Someone save my great-nephew! Wendy grabbed the Indian maiden's arm. I am. Don't you have some Indian badassery you can pull? Surely somewhere in that beaded bodice of yours there's a bow and arrow or a hatchet or a spear. The Indian maiden, or I am, as she'd been going since college, smiled slowly. I've got something much, much better than that, white man. Wendy frowned. I'm a girl. Sure you are, and I'm the Tooth Fairy. Below on the staircase, Ben raised his axe. Don't worry, Jemima. I won't want to hurt you. I just want to bash your freaking brains out. Oh my God, it's The Shining now. Aunt Jemima and Sanders screamed like little girls, grabbed hands, and fled the rest of the way down the stairs. Jemima led Sanders through a door, which she yanked shut and locked. Ben predictably chopped a little hole in the door. Hold on, I zoomed in a bit so I can read it a bit better. Where did it go? Oh. Chopped a hole in the door. Even more predictably, he stuck his head through the hole and laughed. Wendy, I'm home! Somebody say my name! Wendy called stupidly from the balcony. Ignoring her, Ben brought his axe down again, expanding the hole through the door. Here's Johnny! Oh, Ben! Jemima cried desperately. Excuse me. First a Star Wars gag, now Jack Nicholson. Do you have any original material? Sanders shook his head in despair. Of all the attics in all the mansions in all the worlds. Oh, can it? Jemima shouted. Ben finally kicked down the door and stepped into the room. Now he had them cornered. What kind of rice should I make tonight? He taunted. White rice? He ganted at Colonel Sanders. Brown rice? Glared at his wife. How about wild rice? Oh, God, the puns! Aunt Jemima covered her ears. Ben brought his axe up, laughing maniacally. Ben stumbled as his body was filled with bullet holes until he looked like a used-up pincushion. With an agonized gurgle, his body crumbled to the floor. Behind him, standing on the balcony above, the Indian maiden was held a smoking Tommy gun. Oh my God! Blowing the smoke, I.M. said proudly, "The Second Amendment, protecting Americans from foreign invaders since 1492. Not bad, Jemima nodded, putting her hands on her hips. Sanders threw up a hand. Why the hell didn't you break out the gun before, girlie? I.M. looked around sheepishly. Plot hole? Jemima shook her head and turned to the Colonel. Let's get married. Say, that's right, Sanders looked at her. You're a widow now, aren't you? So you're available. Wait for me! Tony the Tiger stumbled out of the library with several old books still hanging off of his large striped body. I'm not quite dead.
On my way!
The top half of the green giant clawed his way through the damaged doorway, his Bible in one hand. He flicked the book open and said,
Here we go. Short version. Spaceball style. Aunt, do you?
I do.
Colonel, do you?
Hell yes.
Good, you're married. Kiss her.
Jemima and the Colonel kissed passionately. The surviving wedding guests cheered and applauded and showered the couple with white grains. Jemima smiled. After all those tortured decades, they'd finally found a use for Uncle Ben's rice. Finn. Yay! Author's note, anyone who's read or seen Jane Eyre recognizes the plot of this tale. It is traditional, if I'm not mistaken, to draw inspiration from classic sources. This story was less well written when first posted. I have now updated it. My cheeks, they hurt. They hurt so much. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. That was fucking amazing. That was so fucking good. Oh my God. I want to do a radio play version of that so bad. That was so fucking funny. I knew I was in for some shit when it started off with, what was that fucking line that it started off with that killed me so hard immediately? Hold on, I gotta fucking close Skype because Skype keeps opening. How did this fucking shit start? The line that killed me right at the beginning was, I'm having second thoughts, maybe. I can't believe my own great-nephew, Colonel Sanders the 11th, is considering marrying a black woman. I knew I was in for some shit when it started with that. Oh my God, this was called Deep Fried Passion, a parodies and spoofs fan fiction. It's by the Cheshire Cheese. You can look it up on fanfiction.net. It's really good. That's fucking amazing. That was the best. I'm going to go through the chat real quick and look at everything that's happened so far. Oh my God, I needed like some fucking popcorn or something for that. Oh my God. Okay. So, in the last 15 minutes, I would say, of this stream, because I'm probably going to cut it off at 3 hours. Would you like to do a Q&A? Or would you like me to read one last fiction? I don't know what, but I will read one more, or I will take voiceover questions. Questions about voiceover, questions about me. I don't give a shit. For now, I need a drink. My God, I need to like put some fucking hydrogen peroxide in my ear because I'm pretty sure I've got an infection going. Oh, I bet I have a pimple in my ear. Oh, that fucking sucks. Oh my God. God. we got through 3 wonderful fan fictions today. Well, 2.5. I think I read maybe about half of the Harry Potter one. But fuck. I don't stream a whole lot, but if you guys enjoyed this, I will do more fan fiction streams. I might get some more people in here. If you liked it, I guess subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on Tumblr or Twitter. I'll be posting stuff there. I guess, I don't know. What's another horror thing I can say? Donate to the coffee. Click the like button. Leave a comment. How much more can I whore this out? What's a typical YouTube horror thing to do? What's up, my cranky crew? If you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell. Hit that bell so you get notifications of when I'm... Yep, you did the notification bell one. Oh, God. But yeah, I will try and see if I can find some more fan fiction to read, maybe over, like, I want to try and do them maybe a bit earlier in the day. But yeah. Oh, Dark Duelist, you just missed the end of the fucking KFC fanfiction. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh man, I almost want to go longer, so that, you know, Dark Duelist doesn't miss out. It's okay. I'm gonna leave this video up. You can watch the video later and, like, find what you missed. Click further in the video to, like, you know, I don't know what time I started the KFC fanfiction. I think I started it maybe about, I don't know, 2 hours and 20 minutes in. I think I started it. Maybe. But if you want, you know what? Let's pull out a classic. Let's find a classic. Let's find a good classic. Let's see here. Okay. There we go. All right. I'm going to finish off this stream with a classic. I hope that you all enjoyed this. You can send me some questions on Tumblr. I'll ask them. I'll be up for a while. Let's finish strong. Ooh, between My Immortal and the Harry Potter Christian fanfiction, I would say the Harry Potter Christian fanfiction is a little bit more entertaining for me. I thought it was really fucking funny. Yes, this will be on YouTube afterwards, so you can check it out there. The Harry Potter Christian fanfiction was called Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles was what it was called. The Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles. You can check that out if you want to read the rest of it. I can read the rest of it in a future stream if you want. If you really want me to do that, I will totally do it. I'll do anything for the views. All right. Let's finish off with a classic. I hope you enjoy. Half-Life. Full life consequences. A Half-Life fanfiction.
John Freeman, who was Gordon Freeman's brother, was one day in an office typing on a computer. He got an email from his brother that said that aliens and monsters were attacking his place and asked him for help, so he went. John Freeman got his computer shut down and went on the platform to go up to the roof of the building where he left his motorcycle and normal people clothes because he was in his office lab coat. John Freeman got in his motorcycle and said, "It's time for me to live up to my family name and face full life consequences," so he had to go. John Freeman ramped off the building and did a backflip and landed. He kept driving down the road and made sure there was no zombies around because he didn't have weapon. Didn't have one weapon. The countrysides were nice, and the plants were singing, and the birds and the sun was almost down from the top of the sky. The mood was set for John Freeman's quest to help his brother where he was. John Freeman looked around the countryside and said, "It's a good day to do what has to be done by me to help my brother to defeat the enemies." John Freeman was late, so he had to drive really fast. The cop car was hidden near, so when John Freeman went by, the cops came and wanted to give him a ticket. Here, John Freeman saw the first monster because the cop was possessed and had head crabs. "I can't give you my license, officer," John Freeman said.
Why not?
Said the head crab officer back to John Freeman. "Because you are a head crab zombie!" So John Freeman shot the officer in the head and drove off thinking, "My brother is in trouble there," and went faster. John Freeman had to go faster like the speed of sound and got there fast because Gordon needed him where he was. John Freeman looked at roadsides and saw Ravenholm and someone's writing on it saying, "Oo shouldn't come here." So John Freeman almost turned around but heard screaming like Gordon, so he went faster again. John Freeman drove in and did another flip and jumped off his motorbike, and the motorbike took out some head crab zombies in front of John Freeman. John Freeman smiled and walked fast. John Freeman then looked on the ground and found weapons, so he picked it up and fired fast at the zombie ghosts in front of a house. John Freeman said, "Zombie ghosts, leave this place." And the zombie ghosts said, "But this is our house." And John Freeman felt sorry for them because they couldn't live there anymore because there were zombie ghosts. So he blew up the house and killed the zombie ghosts, so they were at peace. John Freeman heard another scream from his brother and kept walking really faster to get to where he was. Ravenholm was nothing like the countrysides. There was no bird singing, and the pants were dead, and the dirt was messy from blood and head crabs. When John Freeman got to where the screaming was started from, he found his brother Gordon Freeman fighting the final boss. And Gordon said, "John Freeman, over here!" So John Freeman went there to where Gordon Freeman was. "I am sorry. I did that twice in one stream. I'm sorry, baby." So John Freeman went there to where Gordon Freeman was fighting. John Freeman fired his bullet from a gun really fast, and the bullets went and shot the final boss in the eyes, and the final boss couldn't see. Gordon Freeman says, "It's time to end this once and for all," and punched the final boss in the face, and the final boss fell. John Freeman said, "Thanks, I could help, bro." And Gordon Freeman said, "You should come here earlier next time." And they laughed. The laugh overed quickly, though, because John Freeman yelled, "Look out, bro!" and pointed up to the top of the sky. Gordon Freeman looked up and said, "No!" And John Freeman, "Run out here as fast as you can." And John Freeman walked real fast out. John Freeman locked back and saw Gordon get stepped on by the final boss, and he was mad and angry. "I'll get you back, evil boss!" John Freeman yelled at the top of lungs. To be continued. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this stream. My cheeks tell me that I did. Have a wonderful rest of your St. Patrick's Day. Why am I praying? Oh, God bless you, Harry. I hope you had a good day. If you drank, I hope you drank responsibly. If you have to go home after this, drive responsibly. If you are drunk, please call an Uber. If you would like, I can call an Uber for you. I will do it. And you have a good day.